Welcome, beautiful human, or welcome back to my channel. Today's practice, we are going to focus on our lower back. So trying to find some release through stretching and building up a little bit more resilience through strengthening. Let's go ahead and start in a child's pose. You can open your knees a bit wider, maybe mat width distance. Your big toes are touching, and then you just walk your arms forward. Release your forehead towards the mat and draw your glutes towards your heels. Trying to find lengthening in the spine and beginning to tune in towards your body, especially your lower back, where every exhale can help you to find a little bit more of a release. Deepen your breath and tune in to those sensations that arise in your body. And then begin to roll up from here. Bring your palms a little bit closer towards your body so they can come under your shoulders, knees under your hips, maybe tucking the toes. Keep a straight spine. And then on your next inhale, drop your belly, roll the shoulders back. And then on your exhale, round your spine, draw chin to chest as you push yourself away from the mat. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhale to round. Inhale, dropping the belly, rolling the shoulders back, lift the gaze. And then exhale, drawing the shoulder blades away from each other as you push yourself away from the mat. A couple more times. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Move with your breath here. One more. And then come back to a neutral tabletop position. And then walk your hands out a bit further away from you. Take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, you draw again your forehead towards the mat, while your hips stay leveled over your knees. To begin opening your shoulders and beginning to find a release through your spine all the way into your lower back. And then let's begin to find a bit more movement. As you inhale, come forward, drop your pelvis, roll the shoulders back for swings. And as you exhale again, drawing your glutes over your knees to come back into puppy. Inhale for swings, open the shoulders, gaze up, and exhale into puppy, forehead down to the mat. Inhale to come forward again, dropping the pelvis and the pubic bone, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale again, push yourself back into puppy pose. And then come forward and release one more time. Untuck your toes. And then find your swings pose here for a bit longer as your fingertips kind of want to draw the mat towards you. So finding strength in your lower back, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the gaze as your pubic bone pushes into the mat. Breathe. And then on your next exhale, release forehead down to the mat, tuck your toes, and then push yourself back again into child's pose. Finding a release here in your lower back after that back bending. Every exhale draws your forehead further down to the mat. And then from child's pose, in your own time, make your way up into a downward facing dog. And then begin to walk out your heels as you bend one knee more than the other. Shake out your head. Do anything that makes you feel good right now. Finding that first stretch in your legs, in your neck. And then very gently, your hands want to walk further towards your feet. So bend your knees. That's going to make it a lot easier. And then taking tiny steps with your hands all the way towards your feet. Keep the bend in the knees, maybe opening the feet just a little bit wider, and then swaying from left to right here. Again, to find that release all the way through your upper body, all the way down from your glutes towards your ankles on the back line of your legs. Maybe you want to frame your head, grabbing your opposite elbows for a little rag roll. Rolling or shaking it out from left to right. Really relax your head, so gaze through your legs, and then very gently from here you can begin to unfold, so walking your feet a bit further together again, straightening your knees. Find an inhale and a half forward fold, pushing your chest forward. Exhale, really bend into the knees as you fold down, forehead drops, full forward fold. And then keep the bend in the knees, hands in towards your hips, straight back. And then with that straight back, begin to open up and rise up into standing. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. And then on your exhale, find a side bend, either side intuitively moving to which side feels good. Inhale, back center. Exhale, side bend towards the other side. Then inhale, come back center. And then exhale, release hands in towards your heart. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And then come towards the sideways of your mat, opening your feet a bunch wider than hip width distance apart. And then to find triangle pose, opening your left foot towards the short waist of the mat, so your heels are in one line, opening your arms on shoulder height. And then imagine someone pulls your left arm forwards until you cannot go any further, and then you slide down, begin to stack your shoulders, opening towards the sideways of the mat. Gaze up and towards your hand if your neck is fine with that, for your Trikonasana triangle pose. This stretches your legs, your hamstrings, also your lower back. So we begin to maybe find a little bit more strength in that part of your body to build resilience for less pain over time. Remember to breathe here and then very gently come up. You can slightly bend your front knee and then lean back to reverse your triangle, just finding a little bit of a stretch on the other side of your body. And then come back towards your center. Now your toes are slightly pointing inwards, maybe making the stance just a bit more wider. Interlacing the hands behind your back, rolling the shoulders together, shoulder blades together. And then gaze up here, opening your chest, and then bend your knees. With your next exhale, you begin to fall down. Well, not fall, slide down. Release your head. Keep the arms behind your back, the hands interlaced. You can shake out your head. Take one more deep breath in. And then on your next exhale, you can release your hands, bringing them down on towards the mat. Maybe again making the stance a bit wider, and then keep your right arm on the mat. Inhale. On your exhale, the left arm reaches up towards the ceiling, stacking your shoulders. Inhale, back center. Exhale, other arm comes up, stack your shoulders, maybe lifting the gaze. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach the left arm up. Inhale again, coming back down. Exhale, change sides. Really move in your own breath here, finding your own kind of rhythm to alternate between the arms, flossing out your spine, twisting out your spine, beginning to twist out any pain, any stuckness. And then exhale again, find a forward fold. Inhale, find a half lift here, maybe coming on your fingertips. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Now, again, as we did before, with a straight back, begin to rise up, back into standing. Then bring your feet maybe just a little bit closer together again. And then point your right foot out towards the side, Trikonasana on the other side. Inhale, your right arm pulls you forward, and then exhale. Begin to slide down as the right arm finds its way on the inside of your right leg, and the left arm reaches up towards the ceiling as you stack your shoulders. Again, maybe the gaze goes in towards your hand. And remember, in triangle pose, it's not so much about finding all the way down with your right hand down towards the mat. It's more about really finding that opening towards the side through your chest. Breathe in to wherever you feel that sensation arising in your body. And then also here, very gently come up. You can slightly bend your front knee and then lean back to reverse your warrior, straightening that front leg again. Inhale, come back in towards your center, and then find the top of your mat, bringing your hands together, feet on hip width distance, hands towards your heart. Inhale, begin to rise as you reach the arms up and overhead, slightly leaning back. And then exhale, fold, bend your knees, full forward fold, drop your head. Inhale, find a half lift, straighten your back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, full forward fold. Then take 2 big steps back into plank. Begin to drop your knees and then find your way down on towards your belly. And then find your hands just right underneath your shoulders. Keep the elbows tucked in close towards your torso. And then roll your shoulders back with your next inhale as you rise into a low cobra. And then exhale with extra length. Bring your forehead down on the mat. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, lifting your chest. You're working from your lower back, not from your hands. Exhale to release. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, lifting up. Exhale, release all the way back down. Inhale. Now begin to also reach up your right leg as you find that lift. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale, left leg lifts, rise up. Exhale all the way back down. One more time each side. Remember, your elbows want to stay close towards your body. And again, you're moving from the strength of your lower back, beginning to strengthening that part of your body. So you could technically always lift your hands. Then tuck your toes, and then find your way into a child's pose. Drawing glutes towards your heels, and finding that stretching of your lower back, the part of your body that you just begin to strengthen, releasing the forehead down on the mat. And taking a couple of deep breaths here. And then very gently find your way back up into your downward facing dog. Remember, you can always bend your knees. You can always keep your heels lifted. And then just finding a little bit of a sway with your right leg to then bring your right leg kind of parallel towards the front waist of the mat. Drop your back knee to find your pigeon pose. So just open your right shin towards the front waist of the mat as good as the angle gets. Your right knee is further out than your right wrist. And then maybe coming on your fingertips, rolling the shoulders back as you find a bit of a lift in your chest. Take a deep breath in here. And then on your exhale, come forward. Maybe making a pillow with your lower arms so you can drop your forehead down. Again, to find that stretching of your lower back and also of your right hip, your right glute muscle. That's very much connected also to the lower back pain. And then just breathe here. Every exhale draws you further down towards the mat. Tune again into those sensations that arise in your body right now. And very gently from here, pick yourself back up on your next inhale. Tuck your back toe. Walk that foot a bit further towards the front waist of the mat again so you can step it back into your downward facing dog. Maybe walking out the heels at this point feels really, really nice. And then come forward again. Find your way on towards your belly. And then for this round, we're going to try Shalabhasana. So rolling the shoulders back, interlacing the hands behind your back. And then your next inhale, you rise up through your chest again. You can engage your glutes here to find that lift. Try not to gaze up too much so you can keep your spine or the upper part of your spine in a line. And then exhale, release. Maybe hands fold under your head. Any way that makes you feel good. So you can prepare yourself for a second round. You can do just like we did. So interlacing the hands behind your back, rolling the shoulders back, and then your inhale picks up your chest. Or if you want a bit more at this point, you can also begin to rise up through your feet, through your legs, keeping that engagement all the way in towards your feet. Breathe. And then your next exhale also here allows you to rest on the mat. Gaze towards one side, or again maybe finding that pillow with your hands, arms underneath your forehead. And then you can pick up your feet and just sway them from left to right, to finding a little bit of a windshield wiper situation here to release your lower back. Tuck your toes, bring your hands a bit closer towards your torso, draw yourself back into a child's pose, and then to find the way back up into your downward facing dog. Again, maybe walking out the heels feels good. And then bring your left leg forward. Again, that left knee finds its way on the outside of your left wrist, drawing the shin or opening the shin as good as it gets, parallel towards the front waist of the mat, walking the back foot out, lifting the chest. For your proud pigeon pose, take a deep breath in, and then your next exhale folds you down as you fold your torso over that opening of your leg, maybe walking the arms all the way out, forehead drops to the mat. You could also make fists with your hands, stack those fists and then release your forehead there. Maybe you have a pillow close by that you can grab. You really want to make it comfortable here, or as comfortable as it gets. I am well aware that pigeon pose is not an easy pose. So we just try to stay here, stay with that focus in towards the body, in towards the breath. And then you already got it, you can release. Come back up, walking the back foot again a bit closer towards the front waist of the mat so you can step it back into your downward facing dog. Again, walking out those heels. And then very gently from here, bring your knees down on the mat. Find your thunderbolt or hero pose position. Open your hands up towards the ceiling. That receiving gesture. Just tuning into how you feel, taking a couple of deep breaths. And then from here, swing your hips towards one side so you can extend your legs towards the front. And now after we were strengthening the back, we also want to strengthen a little bit the core, the other side of your body. So bring your feet on towards the mat and then begin to gently lift your chins parallel towards the mat. Trying to remain that lift through your chest. Your hands can stay grabbed underneath your thighs or you extend them out and then open towards the side. Maybe you want to straighten out your legs. Keep that engagement all the way in towards your feet and try not to round your spine too much. If you fake a smile, you fake your brain into enjoying this posture. Keep breathing and then release. Feet on the ground. Give yourself a nice hug as you draw your forehead towards your knees. Grabbing your opposite elbows or any other pose that makes you feel good right now. And then gently rise up again. And then from here, cross your legs or find any other position in a seat with a straight spine that makes you feel good. You can roll out your head from left to right, drawing one ear towards the shoulder, drawing the other ear towards the shoulder. Any movement that makes you feel good right now, to find a little bit of a moment of silence, opening your hands again towards the ceiling as a receiving gesture. And then refocus on your breath here. Assessing how you feel right now. And then sending a little bit of energy towards gratitude. So just cultivating a slight moment of gratitude. Bring hands towards your heart center. Breathe into that energy, that high vibrational energy of gratitude. whatever it is that you're grateful for. With your next exhale, you bow down towards that, chin to chest. And then you can gently lift your gaze again, opening your eyes if they were closed. And then to close the session, wrap your palms together to create a little bit more of energy and warmth here. And then you want to bring that energy and that warmth on towards your lower back, just sending a little bit more of love, energy, warmth towards that specific space of your body that you are working towards today. And then release whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you feel good. And I hope to see you again soon, practicing with me here. Wherever you are, have a wonderful rest of your day or night.